Okay, we're here with Senior Safety Elijah Hicks. Got a new community service program that he's excited about. Back on the field this week. He's excited about that as well. If you have questions for Elijah, go ahead and let me know. We'll go ahead and get started with Jeff Ferrado. Go ahead, Jeff.
Elijah, good to see you. Kyle's telling us about your emergency grant program. So why don't you give us some details on how that works and when it is exactly you find time to sleep?
Thanks for asking. So essentially, it's an emergency grant program through my Intercept Poverty Foundation. It's a nonprofit, and I created it about 2 years ago. And so now we're just helping students on campus put $500 to $700 in their pocket to help them overcome some financial roadblocks, whether it's you could use some extra food, maybe your car broke down and you need some assistance trying to get that fixed, or you may need a new laptop or get something fixed on the laptop. Those are things that I know affect people from studying. So I just wanted to be able to create this and find a way to help, students be able to focus on school and not be so worried about how they going to get their next meal or how they going to get their laptop fixed. And so I'm someone who am fortunate enough to have a scholarship, but, even with that, I know how struggling and tough, college could be. So it's something that is very close to me, and I want to, do what I can to bring attention to, the issue of like poverty on campuses and, try to do my best of letting people know so we can all, chip in and help.
How did you determine there was a real need for this, and where do you generate the funds that you're able to share with people?
Yeah. So, well, one, I have 12 siblings. I have a big family, 12 including me, actually. And so I have family members who are in college who are not on scholarship, and family members who had to drop out because they had to get a job and couldn't focus on school because they needed to go get money. And also just being here at Cal, you go into class with people who's like they got to eat. They got to go to bed not eating anything, or, they might just be eating a lot of top ramen and stuff. And I relate to that struggle because it was like, those are things I had to do growing up. So, it's just like, I want to figure out ways to help, because I'm not the type of dude to just complain about issues and problems. I'm going to try to find ways to help solve them and be like a solution instead of just always bringing attention to issues without doing anything. That's not really what I'm about. So I just wanted to create some type of action here.
And again, how do you generate the funds for this, and how many people already have benefited?
Yeah, so generate a fund simply by asking for donations. I mean, I was posting it on social media and it got some donations there. I've had some donors and fans. They all chipped in and supported. They seen what I did with the COVID-19 campaign. I was raised over $70,000 for that. So I have like a little following with Intercept Poverty now, and they support what we're doing. So that's kind of how we raise funds. And the more we raise, the more people will be able to help, because it's not just a one-time thing. It's an ongoing issue. And so what was the other part to that?
I'm wondering how many people you've been able to help with this so far.
Yeah. So this semester, we're just now starting it. That's why, as Cal mentioned, we're posting stuff out today. It's so students can know about it. And there'll be a lot of students being able to benefit from it coming forward.
If I can ask you a football question, then I'll give up the floor here. Obviously, the season has not gone the way you or any of your teammates would have liked so far. What in the past week and a half during the bye week do you think happened, or you guys were able to do to kind of turn things around perhaps? And how much encouragement do you get from the fact that you did beat Oregon a year ago?
I mean, that's what we wanted. We were glad to get that win last year, but this is a new year. And during the bye week, we've really dialed into the things that we need to improve on. The DB room specifically, we feel like we've been getting better each week. But we're hungry. We're hungry. We know we could be playing a lot better than we've been putting out there. But we definitely got the right mindset in our room, and we are very optimistic of what we could do when we are executing like how we know how and paying attention to the details. So we're excited for this week. And you know what last year's victory tells our team is like we don't need any kind of special plays. We don't need new players. We don't need anything different than what we already have. We can win with what we have, and we've done it before. So that's pretty much how we're looking at it right now.
Thank you, Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go to David Bush from Bear Insider.
Hi, Elijah. Taking a look at Oregon, what problems they present to a secondary, and what do you think of their offense?
I mean, like every team in the Pac-12, they got talented receivers. They have a lot of ability, but I think it's more so of how we execute our scheme and our attention to detail and how we prepare during the week. So really, I always look within and look at, the things that we can do and how we can improve from last week. Because, a lot of the same issues pop up from last week's game and things like that. So as long as we, just dial into what we do and obviously we're going to watch film and do all those things. But if we play the brand of football we know how in the secondary, we should be pretty good.
When you were saying that you want to address issues, what specifically do you think that the secondary has to improve on?
I mean, there's always room for growth. We got younger guys who's now at the second part of the season. So they're no longer young guys anymore. So that experience definitely helps. And I've kind of communicated with them that, y'all have played 5 games already or however many we've had so far. Like, you technically a freshman or a redshirt freshman or however young guy, but you got these games under your belt. You guys have been improving every week. And as you guys can see, you've made plays and, we've given up plays, but, the talent isn't far off. You're going to see this about the same amount of talent every week. You got the speed, you got enough strength. It's really just the little details of everything. And so explaining that to our guys and getting them to trust and believe it, is what we've been doing. And so they're gaining more and more confidence, and I'm excited to see what we do this week.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Trace Travers from Rivals.
Elijah, good to see you this afternoon.
Yeah, how's it going?
Pretty good. With this past week has been a lot of developmental practices for you guys with what Coach Wilcox said, and he mentioned Miles Williams as someone standing out. How has he improved in the defensive backfield since he got to Cal?
He's improved a lot, just his mindset, as far as just, paying attention to details and just wanting to practice, wanting to get better, wanting to compete. I think that's the biggest improvement we've seen from him. And really from all of our guys during this season is just, continuing to be hungry, not folding when things get tough, just knowing that, we're going to figure it out. We're going to be straight.
And as a 6-year guy on this team, I think most of your teams at Cal have started out pretty strong before maybe losing a couple games, and this year has been different in that regard. Have you seen any change in kind of the mood of the team because of that, or is it still a kind of determination we have to work on ourselves every week type of thing?
I mean, losing sucks, but like we don't got the type of guys that's just gonna give up. I mean, like we kind of get closer and we get hungrier and we want to get this bad taste out of our mouth. But I think it's bringing us together and making us, just work that much harder and ultimately go harder. It's just time to win. It's just time to win. And so that's the type of energy you see at practice in the meeting rooms and stuff. So we just ready. We ready for this. We just trying to show out.
Okay, guys, anybody with the final question? Okay, you'll